Hi, I'm Jody from writerslife.org, and today we'll be talking about writing tips for aspiring writers. Writing is a really wonderful activity. Personally, I really enjoy reading and writing historical romance. If you are an aspiring writer, here are some tips to get you started. The hook. The opening of your story should be a hook that catches the reader and makes them want to read on. Usually you would start with the conflict or point of change. In some stories you can, however, show a bit of the character's normal life before introducing the problem or conflict that changes the character's life. The hero's journey. This type of story is known as the hero's journey and requires skill to write. The main point is that your writing should be deliberate and not a coincidence. The first few paragraphs should make the reader want to continue. They should be interesting, and if there is any background information in the first few paragraphs, it should be interspersed with conflict. Large chunks of background information or description will quickly bore the reader and should be avoided. Pick up a few books and read the first few pages to see how other writers write them. There is even a chart you can follow specifically called The Hero's Journey. Google it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Introduce your conflict. Introduce the problem or conflict in the first few pages. If we don't know from the beginning what the conflict is, we may not want to read on. After all, it's the conflict that keeps us reading. Conflict can be internal, with the character, external, between the character and the outside world, or both. But we all know the best type of conflict is internal. Background information. Background information should be kept at a minimum in short stories, while in novels, bits of background information should be provided in various places. Large chunks of background information at one place, however, should be avoided. Dialogue. Dialogue should sound natural, but should not be exactly like real-life conversation. Read dialogue aloud to see whether it sounds right or not. Dialogue should also be consistent with the character's personality. If your character seems to be a rogue from other descriptions, but the dialogue shows them to be extremely nice, there should be a reason to it. Does the character have multiple faces? Are they only that way with certain people? Or have you used the dialogue that's inconsistent with the character's personality? Every scene in your story should move it forward or show characterization, but preferably both. No scene should be there without a purpose. During the rewrite stage, ask yourself whether the scene furthers the plot or shows characterization. What would happen if you throw the scene out? Will the story fall apart like a sweater would if you cut out some yarn? Or will the story remain complete without the scene? If the story is complete without the scene, did the scene show some necessary information about the character? If not, then it's unnecessary and should not be included in the story. Don't forget, if you're having a hard time writing or finishing your book, check out our free Writer's Toolkit. It can help you overcome procrastination, get organized, stay focused, and get your book published. Just head over to writerslife.org/toolkit to download your free copy. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, turn on our notifications, and subscribe down below. And be sure to visit writerslife.org for more writing tips and tricks, and I'll see you next time.